Hello and welcome back. Today we've got another £500 of £2 coins that we're going to be hunting through, looking for commemoratives, ones with more than face value, but ideally some of the missing coins from the book. Any of the Commonwealth games would be a lovely find. We have not found any of them so far. We did tick off a King James Bible, was that the last video? Recently at least. Leaving us just the Olympic Rio handover, nothing needed for this page, and the Great Fire of London for this page. So we need 2 coins plus 4 Commonwealth games. So let's get into these bags and see what we get today. Right, into bag number 1. What are we going to get? So that's Technologies. That's the standard definitive design used on £2 coins up until 2015. There are some lower minted years, but they're not desirable enough coins that I tend to keep my eyes peeled for them. Bag number 1, case of the diddlies, we found nothing, but we've got loads of bags still to go. Hopefully we'll find something exciting. And oh, there we go. Our first commemorative, it's Charles Dickens, fairly common coin, not the rarest of finds, but a find is a find is a find. And of course, every collection needs the most common coins to be complete, so there we go. We're just going to carry on and see. Oh, there we go, Lord Kitchener. Could be quite exciting because there's a very rare and exciting and valuable error coin to be had. It's called the Mule error, so they've used different dies. So the Lord Kitchener die this side, and we think maybe the Trinity House die for the obverse. How do you spot it? You need to turn it over, and at the bottom it should say £2. On this one it does. The Mule error, it doesn't say £2 here, so always worth looking out for, because that would be a very, very cool coin to find. And it takes a moment to do it. It takes me a little bit longer because I need to explain what I'm doing. But again, things like, oh, hang on, that is Jodie Clark's 5th and final portrait of the Queen, and that's going to be something. It's a Shakespeare's comedies, the rarer of the 3 Shakespeare. All the World's a Stage. I always check the inscriptions on the 2016s during the hunt. Well, when I remember, sometimes I don't know, absent-minded, and I don't check immediately during the hunt, but I will, of course, at the end of the video, check through all the coins, the commemoratives, and these technology definitives for other errors. There we go, Shakespeare's comedies, All the World's a Stage. That is the correct, excuse me, that is the correct edge inscription. Right. What's my train of thought there? What was I talking about? I don't know. Oh, abolition of the slave trade, another fairly common coin. There are 2 versions of this as well, one that went into circulation and one that didn't. It's got, you can see it's got this bobbled sort of finish on the silvery part of the coin. There's a version where this is a smooth finish and the initials DG to the bottom right of the 7. Something does look a bit off about this. I can't quite put my finger on it. It's just, yeah. The background fields look a bit too reflective outside of the smushy areas. That could have been a BU coin at one point. But BU, I mean Brilliant Uncirculated, struck for one of those collector's sets and somehow has made its way into circulation. Robert Burns there. He's a smidge over face value, which is nice to see. Oh well, I know I am going to the Royal Mint. I've got a couple of dates booked if you want to come along and say hi and get the latest Strike Your Own. It's a Monopoly 50p. It's a very exciting Strike Your Own because it's a unique design. It's different from the design on the standard Monopoly 50p that you could buy from, or you can still buy from the Royal Mint. So I'm going down on October the 26th, so end of the month. I've got a 2 PM tour, so you want to come along and say hi, that's when I'm going to be there. We have got Marconi's wireless transmission there, but I've got a couple of other dates booked for the end of the year, the Christmas tours. I am going on the 22nd and 23rd of November at 1 PM both days, so I imagine there will be a Christmas Strike Your Own. If I had to guess, Army Centenary. No errors. Very common coin. So sorry, yeah, if I had to make a guess and put a wager on what the strike your own is going to be during the Christmas tours, I think it's going to be a Snowman 50p. It's been out in royal proclamation that they are going to be doing another Snowman 50p. I know a lot of people they're a bit like, oh, I'm kind of done with Snowman 50p's, it's a bit boring now. I quite like it. It feels like a Christmas tradition. All those things that you do on the build up and during and on after Christmas that you do every year, it feels like the Snowman 50p, the Snowman 50p has just become part of Christmas for me. And look, it's some lovely designs as well. And hopefully this, whatever they do with the Snowman 50p this year, will be equally as lovely and popular. But we'll have to wait and see. Right, we look like we're about halfway through, so let's do an edge inscription hunt. What we're doing is reading the edge inscription because the wording on the edge of the coin is unique to the design. So if it says standing on the shoulders of giants, we know that'll be a definitive technologies. However, if there's anything else, it should be something else. So we can spot a commemorative by the edge inscription. As long as you know your edge inscriptions. We found nothing in that bag, so let's try again. Re-roll the dice. There we go. Man, what a piece of work is a man will be Shakespeare's tragedies. That is the middle of the road. It's not the rarest, but it's not the most common of the three Shakespeares. Very nice. Anything more? No, don't think so. So let's just double check. I always double check because it's been known to happen that I've missed edge inscriptions, or I've misread it, because sometimes if it was a Robert Burns, the edge inscription is "should old acquaintance be forgot." The should, my brain auto reads as shoulders, and I skip past it. And there was one instance on a live stream, I think it was a live stream, I did my edge hunt like I normally do. Said, oh no, all technologies went through them, and there was a Commonwealth Games £2 coin. So yeah, double check. But no, yes, I'm very excited to be going down to the Raw Mints again. It's always a good time had, good day out. And again, the Monopoly unique strike your own. I'm a bit hesitant to say the only way you can get it is as a strike your own, because every now and again the Raw Mints say something that's a bit vague, like what happened with the 2025 £B coins. 170,000 have been put into circulation and then promptly followed up with another 8.8 million, so it ended up not being as rare as people may have thought. Got the golden guinea there. That's another one that's a smidge over face value. So yeah, I'm hesitant to put down in words to be quoted as saying the only way you can get this unique Monopoly 50p is going to the mint experience and doing the strike your own, until it's definitely a case that you can't get it any other way. Right, Army Centenary, the rotation is fine, edge inscription for king and country, absolutely as it should be, no exciting error to be had on that. But yeah, definitely one worth going for. The only problem is it's a bit like the 2018 Isaac Newton strike your own. Oh, there's the VE Day anniversary. In that I think everyone knows this is going to be an exciting strike your own. Everyone knows there's going to be demand for it. If it does end up just being unique to strike your own, everyone thinks it's going to be popular, so everyone's going along and getting it and buying it and ordering it, which might mean that it's not the rarest strike your own of this year. I still think the Snowman has a chance because those Christmas tours are more aimed at kids, and not all the kids are going to max out on their strike your own allowance. Some are just going to meet Santa. Whoops, another Charles Dickens there. So Snowman might end up with a lower mintage, but the one I would bet on potentially being the lowest mintage strike your own of this year is the Stories of the Second World War. It was just after the VE Day strike on the day coin, they did, I think it was like a week or two of the Stories of the Second World War. So I think that could be the lowest minted strike drone of the year, including the strike on the day potentially. But anyway, we shall wait and see. Don't quote me on those figures. If I end up being wrong, this is just my own musings. So last bag of the hunt. As usual, there are links in the description of this video across to my coin collecting Discord server if you'd like to join me and other coin collectors over on that. There's also links to my other social media channels, the PO box address if you'd like to write into me, and of course a link to the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel, the company I work for as my day job, so please check them out too. All it leaves me to do now though, oh no, hang on, before we wrap up, I need to check through all the coins and see if there's any errors. Unfortunately, no exciting error coins to be added to our finds. We got a few nice things though. I wouldn't say anything extraordinary, but we've still got a nice variety of different coins, which is always nice to see. Now, as my star find, I'd probably go Golden Guinea. I'm not 100% sure on that, but let me know what you think down in the comments, what you'd pick as the star find. It's always nice to see what coins you guys are liking, or if you found an exciting £2 coin recently, let me know what you have found down in those comments. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!